Mic check. Mic check. Okay lang? Okay na. Think okay lang. I'm gonna be using my headphones today. Nasira yung microphone ko. So, yeah. Alright. Sige. We're starting! Okay lang ba? Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think medyo masyado malakas yung background music natin. But, let me know if there's a problem. Put it in the chat. Good evening. Ayan, ang taas na naman ito. Lumipad kagad kanina. We talked about it. I told you, baka nga at the same time, at the same day, magbabounce rin kagad si dito. And there it is. Umakyat kagad si dito. Sobrang ganda kasi andun yung buying eh. Kasi kahit nagsasell yung international market, negative 3.41 million ang net foreign selling. But man, ang dami pa rin bumibili kay dito. And it caused the surge up pa rin. So, I think we're gonna be testing this resistances for how many days? I don't know for sure. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari in the future. But let's go to the close-up muna. Alright, pag-usapan muna natin yung mga yung mga comments nyo. Alright, earlier. Let me share my screen. Ayan, meron kasing nagko-comment kanina na on my post about the huge gains. Lang ha, let me go to home. Yung post ko about ito. Alright, showing my screen. Music tayo, ganyan tayo music. So, I posted about 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑 kanina. Alright? I hope you can see my screen. I posted about 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑 kanina. We're already up 276%. And ang daming nagko-comment, paano ba mag-position trade? May video ba kayo, sir? Meron dito, paano ba i-scan yung stocks? How do I scan them? So, we'll talk about that. Okay? We'll talk about that. And for those who already don't know yet, yung mga bago dito, I trade majority in the international market. Sa international market po ako nagte-trade halos. Okay lang ba yung audio? Pasensya na. And here's the portfolio. This is the 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑 position natin. We are already up 276%. One of my biggest wins for my trades ngayon. Okay? 276%. Meron tayong CRBP which is already up 112%. Right? And Cron natin is already 60% up. BNGO natin by Nano is already 155% up. But 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑 was the post earlier, and this is looking at the chart. Ito yung nangyari kay 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑. Lumipad si 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑. And this is what I'm gonna be sharing to you. How do I find these stocks? Diba? So, yun yung topic natin ngayon. But before we go to that, let's go to the comments. Mamaya lang yung news. Medyo pangit pa rin yung news eh. Isa sa mga magandang news talaga is the vaccines are coming to the country. That's something good, right? That's something good for our country. And when that kicks in, it should make investors, the Filipino themselves, right? Tayo mismo will be more confident with our economy, and more investors will come in because of that. Yun yung pinaka gusto kong news lang talaga kanina. So yun yung yun lang yung yun lang yung babanggitin ko ngayon. Right? I'm gonna go to the comments. Really quick, comments muna tayo. Alright, good evening sir. Mukhang maaga ngayon eh. Yes, 7 PM tayo nagsisimula ngayon. We're also simulcasting this in YouTube. Arnulfo Echon, sir. Ang tagal natin hindi nagkita. Dito ulit ako dahil kay dito. I've been back since 3 months ago. Nagda-daily grind na tayo. November pa. Right? It's just that we did it in Stocks Ed, right? Dati sa Financial Freedom 101 na YouTube, minsan sa Facebook page ko. But we found a new home here in Stocks Ed. So dito tayo sa Stocks Ed nagla-live. And it's just that I'm simulcasting it now to YouTube din. Kasi may mga nag-message sa akin na may ibang countries kasi na hindi sila nakapag-Facebook. So sa YouTube sila nakakapanood. So Rodrigo Carlos, good evening. Sir, yan. Sa mga tao na sa Facebook, na sa YouTube. I already read the comments there. Jerome Galago, good evening sir. Mukhang maaga tayo ngayon ha. Good evening, Ayan Umbay. Alright, good evening from Hermione Kawili, from Jape, Maalindog. Let's go, Payaman Power. Alright, good evening sir. From Robert Niserio, good evening then. Raymond Aranyo, good evening. Michael Eugenio, good evening. Alan Arieta Ria, Steel Series. alam yung mga alam yung mga headphones eh, no? Real Angelo Kabangbang, Alright, good evening, Sir Ishi Marimat and Guitar God Jemel. Alright, evening. Earl Donoso Sulit, yes, APL po, we are gonna have time right now. Actually, medyo madali lang naman yung style ko ng paggawa ng mga watchlist ko. So, I'm gonna teach it to you fast today. Siguro mga 10 minutes lang yun. Right? So, we're gonna have enough time for charting. Noel Kindoza, OCGN. Ito, very hot na yun si OCGN. So, I'm gonna write these down. Tingnan natin kamusta na si OCGN. From Raymond Villanueva, OGI and Palantir from Kits. Right. Alright, Raymond Aranyo, follower since 2018, Sir Lloyd from Raymond. Good evening. Ayan, so tagal-tagal na rin natin, no? Good evening, sir. More power. Thanks to Free Stocks Lessons. You're welcome po for this from Tahan-Tahan. PJ. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Abang na lang po for the re-entry for dito. Yeah, for dito kasi let's go kay dito. Si dito, meron na siyang previous resistance. Let's go for weekly na chart. May previous resistance si dito at around 1710 right? We hit that. We did a breakout from that. Pero bumalik rin kaagad sa previous resistance niya. Okay, that's a problem. May resistance, right? But it's also an opportunity for us. Kasi what if mag-breakout, di ba? One of my favorite tradings, especially for stock that I'm bullish with, is a breakout. So if it breaks out from that 17, that's gonna be a new support for you guys. That's gonna be another entry point. Sa mga hindi pa nakapasok, at least may base kayo, di ba? Hopefully, nakapasok ng karamihan sa inyo. Tagal ko nang inaano yan si Tito. ISM pa noon. If you've been a follower of mine ever since, hopefully nakapasok na kayo. So, mga hindi nakapasok, yan, 1710, if it breaks out, that will be your first entry point. Now, it now depends on your purpose, okay? If ever, kung gusto niyo mag long term, if it goes down, then you buy more, okay? If ever trading lang, that 1710 is your support. If you're in it for the short term gains, then if ever bumaba, then cut your losses, right? Cut your losses lang kaagad. Okay? So, ganun lang. For trade, depende lang yan sa purpose nyo talaga. But if you're in here for long term, marami akong kakilala na was in it for long term. Kahit na pumasok sa 6 pesos, 5 pesos, nung nagpiso, natuwa pa nga eh. Bumili ng marami, and they are able to pull their averages down, naging 2 piso yung average nila. And here it is, right? So, it takes patience and risk din, di ba? But anyways, from Japan, good evening from Rio Iwagishi. Ayan, good evening sa inyo dyan. Let's go to close up again. Noel Kindoza, PLUGG, sir, check. Alright, let's check it out later, right? Pagdating natin sa time na mag-charting tayo. Okay, Raymond Villanueva. Nagtaka ako, sir, kung bakit 7 p.m. nag-notify sa akin. Yeah. Meron akong ibang live at 8 p.m. kasi so yeah, I have to make it at 7 p.m. Hi, sir, I'm your former student. Ngayon lang ulit nakabalik sa stocks from RNR Juliesa. Good evening. Kamusta po? John Paralehas, good evening, sir, from Japan. Hi, Konbanwa. Ano ba yan? Good night yung Konbanwa, di ba? AB, sir, from Noel Konnichiwa ba? Di ba? Konnichiwa. Alright. GMA, sir, from Hermione Coili. GMA 7. Alright. Marvin Sanchez, good evening, Sir Ed. I'm Lloyd. Si Ed yung face rin namin, right? Joe Frillas. Good evening, bro. Good evenings from Bahrain. Good evening po sa inyo dyan. Alright. Jezreel Sulit. Good evening, IDC and MRC po. Let's check it out. Mga these are okay stocks. Tingnan natin kung stay natin ang mga ito. Good evening, sir. Insights po kay Cyber. Thanks. This is from Christian Lee Dalaw. Cyber. Let's check it out. VX Vixart. There. Sir Vixart. Is this the vaccine? Yung gumawa ng vaccine? Ito ba yan? Hindi ko mahanap yung VXart. Not sure what that is. Double Dragon, Sir Lloyd, and the IPO this 26. we'll make a topic about that. This is a very good question from Ian Christopher Ombay. Right. I'll make a topic about this. Ibang araw natin panoorin yan. So I won't be able to give it justice if ever ipasok natin sa topic today. Okay? So yeah, usapan natin yan. Definitely, we will talk about that. Grabe catalyst ni dito kaya minsan di effective ang technical analysis. Yeah. Tsaka people are in it for the right reason. People are going in and buying dito is because they're in it for long term. Konti lang ang pumapasok kay dito kasi gustong tsumupit. Right? Di natin maiwasan yan. Meron talaga magte-take profits. Which is that mas marami ang pumapasok kay dito for the long term. Okay? So that's why dito is going up and going up and going up. Right? Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone from Paul Mark Celeste, Insights po, Sir Lloyd, kay BSC, and Annie, please. Alright, I'm gonna write these down. Make sure na masagot natin lahat. Okay? More power, God bless. Thank you so much, Paul Celeste. Hi, Sir Lord. 𝐿HC po. This is a good stock. Annie, 𝐿HC. And hi, Sir Lloyd. This is from Jomar Karingal. Good evening, watching here in Czech Republic. Dami ko natutunan sa iyo. Salamat po. Happy to help po. Right, ATN and BSC from AC Marimat. Right, si ATN. Right, ganda rin ang galaw ni ATN. But BSC is already here, so I'm not gonna write that down anymore. Haji Barola. Good evening, sir, from Japan. Good evening din sa inyo dyan. WPI, Waterfront from Carlos Bono. Write these down. Okay, from Jomar Karingala, sir, Dave, watching here in Czech Republic. Nabasa ko na to. More earning from Renzel Toledo. Good evening, sir. Good evening din. Sir, pasuyan naman po mamaya RRHI. Ganda ng volume. Uy, tingnan nga natin. Hindi ko napapansin na. Alright, RRHI. Alright, Sir Pasilip, ATN and CHP from Robert Miserio. CHP. Alright. Marvin Sanchez, sorry, Sir Lloyd. What's up? What's up? Ba't kayo nagsasorry? Okay lang naman siguro. Did I miss your, yung comment niyo earlier? Good evening from Michael Oriel. Cheryl Dugaria. Ani po. Alright, nasulat na natin yan. 7:15, let's start the topic. Sir, regarding deposits and withdrawals sa eToro, for your experience, anong banks po ang maayos and ang conversion fee? I use my Metro Bank. I did not really care about the conversion. Right? Masakit lang naman siya kung million na lalagay nyo. But don't worry, right now is the best time to deposit habang mababa ang dollar. Okay? So, kumikita kayo sa trading nyo or if you're gonna be copy trading, kumikita kayo doon. Plus, doble pa. Bakit? Dollar is very low right now. So, if dollar increases, so, aakit rin yung value ng pera nyo. So, doble ang kitaan nyo, basically, if you buy now. So, this is actually the best time to fund habang mababa pa si dollar. Okay? Sir, affected ba ang global market sa Chinese New Year? Hindi naman po. Right? Facebook and AMD. Alright, I have AMD and I have FB in my portfolio. So, let me go. Screen. So yeah, I think I am bullish with FB. So green pa sa FB ko, hindi gaano gumagalaw. I have around $700 nakalagay sa kanya in my port. And sino yan? AMD. I also have AMD. Medyo negative pa ako sa kanya but I'm still bullish with AMD. So yeah, I would say it's a buy for AMD. But tignan natin mamaya. Good evening, sir. Newbie here watching from Palawan. O nga pala, update tayo sa port ko. Just yesterday, we were at $2,000, di ba? Nasa 1,999 something. But overnight, tumubo tayo ng $300. That's just one day. Nakapag 15,000 pesos ako natubo. Doing nothing na. Kasi nakaposisyon na ako. Tilray popped up very big earnings yesterday. So, yun yung parang nakapagdala ng port natin. And right now, ang performance natin for February is already up 14.23%. Meaning, if I close all my positions right now, I'm already up 14%. Kota na yan sa isang taon, diba? Ang ganda na isang taon na niyan. Nakita na yan. But still, we're just in February, diba? What if maganda pa rin tako ng market? Man, we are gonna be very good in a position natin sa 2021. Anyways, mga March tignan natin. Magpapakopy na ako sa inyo. It's just right now, nasasayangan ako sa positions ni J Nemesis right? I'm also copying J Nemesis. If you don't know what copy trading is, I have videos about copy trades. It's basically this guy right here. Yung nakikita nyo sa screen. Si J Nemesis. I invested $1,000 in him. And siya na po nagtitrade para sa akin sa $1,000 na yon. He does the trade. He does the everything. He does the buy. He does the sell. I'm already earning in him. And how much am I earning in just 3 months of copy trading him? I'm already up 50% from this guy. Right? And I am not paying J Nemesis. Libre lang yan. Wala akong ginagawa. If ever, right? Kung ginawa ko na lang sana na sa kanya ko nilang linagay ang lahat ng pera ko, mas malaki pa siguro kita ko. Di ba? Galing na trader na to. But that's copy trading, man. Hindi lang si J Nemesis. Sobrang daming traders out there na pwede nyo pong kopyahin. Siguro March, iniintay ko lang na mag-bearish si Bitcoin before I'm gonna be selling my J Nemesis position, my copy trade with J Nemesis. Bakit? If wala kayong nakikita ng Bitcoin dito, but I have Bitcoin through J Nemesis. Siya na po ang nag-handle ng investment ko kay Bitcoin. Siya na po ang nag-handle ng investments ko with Ethereum. Okay? So, I still have exposure to these things because of J Nemesis. Okay? Hindi ko kailangan mag-trade sa sarili ko ng Bitcoin. Gusto ko may nagmamanage na magaling. That's what J Nemesis is for. Is here for. Siya na po ang nag-trade para sa akin ng Bitcoin ko. Okay? Let me just adjust something. Medyo nagmamax yung microphone ko So, sorry about that. Alright, so that's just updates sa portfolio natin. I've shared to you guys why I opened these positions before we started. A strategy ko ngayon is more of a fund manager. If nakikita nyo, hindi ako ganong gumagalaw. Napaka-relax ng trading ko. One time, big time, pumasok ako sa mga positions and iniwan ko na. Right? And then, I'm just waiting for these things to make a reversal. If ever hindi sila mag-reversal, hindi ko pa ibebenta. Pag nag-reversal, ibebenta ko. And then, look for another position. So, yun po yung update ng port natin. Anyways, ayan. The question is, ayan, ang daming nagtanong sa akin kanina, nag-comments din sa post natin. When I posted about 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑, we're already up 270% kay 𝑇ℎERRA𝑑. How do I make my watchlist? How do I screen for these stocks? Okay? So, ganito po ang ginagawa ko. So, I am kind of lazy. Alright? Medyo tamad ako. Right? I am a lazy type of person. I always try to look for a shortcut. Okay? So, kung dati sa Philippine Stock Exchange, ako mismo ang naghahanap ng stocks, pinag-aaralan ng fundamentals ng stocks. Dito sa international market is very advanced, right? May social media pa dito sa eToro para sa stocks, right? Gives you updates through social media, etc. And because the international market is very far ahead and is very advanced, daming yung pwedeng gawin dito. Number 1, right? This is how I build my watchlist. Really, I'm gonna be spilling out the beans. Share ko sa inyo paano ko to ginagawa. Usually, sa seminars ko to binibigay. Pero bigay ko na sa inyo for free. This is how I build my watchlist. Lazy style. Kasi alam ko, marami sa inyo walang oras or maraming ginagawa. Or tulad kong tamad. Di ba? So, here's what I do. Right? The thought is I let Warren Buffett do the what do you call this? Do the hard things for me. It's not just about Warren Buffett, but basically your thought is I let these big institutions do the research for me. Okay? Warren Buffett, let's say for example, si Warren Buffett has the resources. He has enough people under him na binabayaran niya to do the research for him. Okay? And why don't we take advantage of that? Right? Bakit hindi tayo makisabay kay Warren Buffett? And this is how I do it. Here in eToro, meron po dito mga funds. Right? May mga funds dito. And it's very transparent. Before ka makapag-invest sa funds na yan, I hope you know what funds are already. It's a basket of stocks already. Pag bumibili kayo ng insurance, VUL, it's linagay nyo po sa equities, lalagay po yan sa stocks, and then yung fund manager ninyo ang maghahanap ng mga stocks kung saan niya ilalagay, right? They do the research, they spend time in doing that. Yung mga fund managers, trabaho nila yan. Right? Ako, tamad ako eh. But here kasi sa local market, medyo challenging maghanap ng ganito na data. But here in the international market, it's easier. Okay, merong mga funds dito. Let's say for example, si Warren Buffett. Let's look for Warren Buffett. Ito, Berkshire Hathaway. Merong copy portfolio dito for Berkshire Hathaway. Okay? And this is Mr. Warren Buffett's performance for this year. He is up 2%. Medyo negative siya for January. It's already up 5.14%. Right? Not very strong, but this guy does his research, right? Proven yan si Mr. Warren Buffett. Last year, na nagka-pandemic, he is still up 18%. So, very trusted guy right here. So, what I do is, I go to his portfolio. This is good because everything is transparent. Before you can invest in Mr. Warren Buffett, pwede ka mag-invest dito. Siya na mag-handle ng pera mo. Minimum lang po dito is $2,000. That's 100K. Okay? Kung gusto nyo, si Mr. Warren Buffett ang mag-handle ng, ng pera nyo. Diba? So here, go to portfolio and then view all. Here are the stocks that Warren Buffett is invested in. Okay? And he is invested in these companies because he has already done his research, and these are the stocks that he is bullish in, right? So I took that idea. Let's say for example, look at this right here. So half of his portfolio, 48% of his portfolio is into Apple. Yan yung pinakamalaking company where he is invested in right now. So for me, since Mr. Warren Buffett is bullish kay Apple, look at my portfolio. I have Apple also, pero dahan-dahan ko lang muna linagyan. Right? I'm waiting for next breakouts to add in it. But I'm also invested in Apple. And what I do is, I look at Mr. Warren Buffett's positions, and then I do the charting. Let's say for example, bullish si Mr. Warren Buffett at kakasimula niya pa lang sa BIBB, Biogen Incorporated, BIIB. Right? So I want to look at BIIB this time. BIIB. Right? Biogen Incorporated. Okay? Ayaw mag-load. Uy, Biogen Incorporated has a good entry. Okay? Meron siyang support dito. And kakabounce nila sa support. Since Mr. Warren Buffett just bought Biogen dito sa baba, why won't I? Diba? So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko lang, nasa watchlist ko na si BIIB, hahanap lang ako ng position ni BIIB. And true enough, kaka-bounce lang na BIIB sa support niya. I would have bought this already. Okay? You get my point. It's not just Mr. Warren Buffett. Marami pa pong funds dito sa international market. Sila Carl Icahn, yan, isa sa mga renowned na mga fund managers dito. He's up already for January, February, 9% in January, 9% in February. You look at their portfolio. Where are they bullish in? Okay? So let's go to portfolio and look at the view all. And makikita niyo po ano ang stocks na mga bullish sila. They're already up 66% kay Oxy. Dati, nag-trade ako kay Oxy. Dahil dito, pagtingin ko nila, nag-open sila kay Oxy. Tinignan ko kagad si Oxy dito. OXY. Go. And, boom. Nung pinasok na si Oxy, support. So, if ever you did this strategy of mine, may watchlist na kayo, hanapin nyo lang magandang entry. Ngayon, medyo matagal na yung position nila kay Oxy, but they're still bullish kay Oxy. Kaka-breakout lang ni Oxy. So, there's still opportunity in it. Pwede pa rin. And these guys, these big guys, right? Napakalaki na mga taong ito. Right? Carl Icahn, he's still bullish in Oxy. He thinks Oxy will still go up. So, I would say, yes. Oxy is a buy. Right? Usually, dito sa baba, yung mga maliliit na percentage nila, nagte-test buy pa lang yan sila. So, usually, kakabili pa lang nila ito. But he's already up 57% from Wellbit. WBT. Tignan niyo po. WBT. But, I hope you get my point. I let them do the research, right? Let them do the research. Woo, ganda. Right? Kung nahuli nito si WBT dito, ang ganda ng uptrend line. No? breakouts. Since these people are already invested in WBT, dapat meron na rin tayong idea to enter WBT, diba? But yeah, usually rin kasi sa international market, whenever there's news that bibili sila ng ganitong stocks, usually nagbo-bullish yan. So, that's one way, right? Titignan ko yung mga funds, ito WBT, they're bullish with WBT. I will check WBT this time. If you have time and do your own research, pwede kayong mag-click dito, itong nasa upper right. Do your research, okay? And let it load. Makita niyo po dito to further your bias, right? Aside from Mr. Carl Icahn who's a very good investor, meron pa dito ang mga analysts is still bullish on WBT right now. Buy. So you can read the article to further your bias. It's still a strong buy on the sentiments. 100% po ang buy. Walang nag-hold, walang nagsisell. Everyone is just buying. Look at the reds, look at the downside, right? Kung the lowest na target price, right? Bearish sentiments na ito for WBT is at magkano to? Around 15, 16, around 16, right? Ang current price is nasa $14 pa lang. Right? So, everyone's still very bullish kay WBT. I'll put this in my watch list. And then, saka ko natitingnan ang ito. Right? Kaka-breakout niya lang si WBT. I would say, mukhang magpo-pull back, let it pull back, and let it bounce, then that will buy right there. But, yeah, this is basically how I create my watch list, man. Aside from that, sa international market, merong mga notifications dito na sa eToro, may mga notifications dito na may nagbo-bullish na stocks. You will hear about it. Tingnan natin. For example, let's say, ang daming nag-add sa atin sa watchlist pero di lumalabas pero may nag-notify dito na, let's say for example si Tesla. So many people are looking at Tesla. Ang nahuli ko dati was 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖. Nahuli ko to dati from my notification. Okay? Sa international market, it's not like PSE na kung nagbo-bullish, delikado na habulin. Dito sa international market, it's not, right? Whenever something goes bullish, it's because maraming perang pumapasok, and the growth is what they call this. The growth is organic, right? So what I did was, kung may nagbo-bullish dito, let's say this one, this was the massive move. Si 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖 nahuli ko dito sa baba because sino nga ba yon? Meron ding funds na pumasok kay 𝑇ℎ𝑒𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖. And tinignan ko, may magandang position si 𝑇ℎE𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖. I was able to catch it. Sino support ko? Yung hinabol ko. Si Bionano, right? BNGO. My phone got me sent me a notification na si BNGO went bullish. This was the initial climb of BNGO that gave me the notification. Once it does that, right, I will start my research with BNGO already. Uy, si BNGO, bakit nag-bullish? Okay? So, tinignan ko bakit bullish si BNGO. It was good. Maganda yung maganda yung program nila. The business was good. Analysts were saying, yes, it's a buy. So, what I did was, I waited for a pullback and waited for a bounce. This is how I was able to add BNGO in my portfolio. Tingnan niyo po ang mga notifications niyo sa eToro. Meron po dyan lalabas na maraming tao are talking about this right now. So I will put that in my watch list, pero hindi ko kapapasukin kaagad. I will wait for a pullback usually and then let it bounce. At least may base ako. So basically, naghahabol ako responsibly. And so far, so good. Maganda yung returns niya sa akin. Bionano, I'm already up 155% kay Bionano. So, hopefully you learned, right? Ako, marami akong ginagawa. I have businesses. Meron pa akong pinagkaabalan ngayon na gaming ko. So, hopefully, I don't know. This works for me, right? This already works for me. Akin lang kasi is, if these guys who have the resources, who have who have the time, who have the resources, and this is really what they're doing, and it's public information that they're invested in it, why won't you follow? Right? So tignan niyo po, right? Tignan niyo po yung mga nasa positions nila Carl Icahn, nila ano. Sino pa ba to? Marami pa to eh. Right? Just look for Carl Icahn. May lalabas yan dyan. Right? Carl Icahn. Yan sila Carl Icahn. Punta kayo dito sa copy portfolios. Alright? So, eto, mga partners na portfolios. Sila Warren Buffett, Napoleon, eto mga ETFs to. Right? Tingnan nyo po ito dito. This one right here, partner portfolios, very bullish in this investments. Ito, 200% returns in the last 12 months. Check nyo po ito siya. Tingnan po yung portfolio. Put this in your watch list if ever. Kung gusto nyo. Ito, more into crypto pala to si the Thai long only. Alright, so but yeah. So Napoleon X, mga crypto assets, disruptive stocks. These are all positive funds, okay? And linalagay ito dito because they're good, right? These are already na-filter na to ng mga malalaking tao, right? Warren Buffett and Carl Icahn, ito play isa si Green Haven Association. So galing rin ng mga fund managers na ito. Check out their portfolios, put them in your watch list, abangan nyo yung entry, right? You don't have to really put so much time in studying fundamentals. Again, for me, they're doing it. May pera sila to really spend time more on fundamentals. Why won't I follow them? The information is already here. And that's what I did basically. And experimented on it, and so far so good for me. Okay? Whenever these guys are bullish in it, ibebenta naman nila yan kung hindi sila bullish eh. But why will they invest in it if they're not bullish in it? And if they're bullish in it, why won't you be? Diba? And then, just look for the position. That's basically how I build my That's basically how I build my my watch list, right? Sabi ng mga tao, maraming natatanong sa akin, ano ba yung ginagamit mong pang filter, Sir Lloyd? Ano ba yung term sa ano ba yung term sa ano ba yung ibang term dyan sa pag-filter ng stocks, right? But yeah, this is how I do it, right? This is the lazy way of doing it. I don't have to really study the fundamentals that much anymore because in the first hand, na-filter na ito ng mga magagaling sa fundamentals. So I just look at the articles para to further my bias, and then hinahanapan ko na ng technical analysis. Okay? So let me go to the comments. I hope you learned something before tayo mag-charting. Screener was the term. Okay? Please, MRC, Sir Metrobank din ako, kaya $400 lang a day allowed. Pwede kaya ma-lift yung limit? Akin is hanggang $50 a day ang akin, right? Basta if it's an online transaction, 50,000 pesos po a day ang pwede. Right? Hello Sir Lloyd, pag nag-check po ng JAGX, BNJ watching Malta Europe. Pa-check po ang JAGX. Alright, I'm still bullish with them. So yeah. Paano po mag-add funds sa people na copy trade na para di mawala yung position? Basically, you just add funds, right? Let's say for example, from dito sa akin ngayon kay J Nemesis, alright, I can click this right here, and then I can add funds and add whatever amount you want to add, right? Basically, it will add more of the positions that you have. Ito sila J Nemesis, tingnan nyo rin yung mga trades nila, right? Pwede nyo rin po itong gawin. Tingnan nyo ano yung mga stocks, mga assets na bullish sila. Then, they did their research. All you need to do is look for a position technical analysis wise. So, ganun po. Check Tesla for long term, I would say yes. Paano po kaya makapili na ika-copy trade kung most of the popular investors is currently gaining po? Thanks Sir Lloyd. Paano po kaya makapili ng ika-copy trade kung most of the popular investors is currently gaining po? Just keep copying them, right? I copied J Nemesis. Tingnan niyo po, my portfolio, I copied J Nemesis November 10, right? And tingnan niyo po ang performance niya noong November 10, okay? Stats. November, he was up 16% already November, right? Before that, he's already up August, July, June. Walang problema yan, right? So, November 10, hindi pa siya positive 16. He was already gaining, man. When I copied him, walang problema yan. Right? Because the current stats doesn't really affect the future stats that he has. So, just copy him. I mean, just copy someone kahit na gaining siya. Okay? So, yeah. Plug, sir. Di na makaka-copy kay J Nemesis. Sadly, hindi. Kaya po, nasasayangan ako. Hindi ko muna kinakancel yung copy trading ko sa kanya. Kasi hindi na siya pwedeng kopyahin and he has my investments and he's the one handling my exposure in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, sayang rin naman doon. Diba? Once I see Bitcoin and Ethereum, medyo bearish na, I'll take profits, stop ko yung pagka-copy kay J Nemesis and then let people copy me after. Nasasayangan lang ako sa position talaga. Alright, so, hi, good evening, sir. I deposited 100k in 𝑒𝑇ORRO recently through local online banking. 640 PHP was deduction from it. Was it the conversion fee? Yes, that's usually the conversion fee, man. Pa-follow sa 𝑒𝑇ORRO, guys, Mark Luod. Alright. Tanong lang, sir, kung mag-long term pa ba ako sa global market, mas okay pong wag gumamit ng leverage dahil may extra charge po. Totoo po ba ito? Yes po, totoo po yan. Alright, if you're going for long term, then there's no need to get to use leverage. Okay? Leverage is good if ever chupit-chupit lang, right? Maybe you're gonna be holding it for a week, a month, right? Leverage is good. But I don't recommend leveraging if ever pang long term yung purpose nyo. Join us sa alt season, guys. This is from Mark Alo. Okay, sir, how to screen stocks in 𝑒𝑇ORRO po? Basically, I just showed you how I screen my stocks, how I look for stocks. Okay? Wala akong screener. I just look at, let's say for example, si Warren Buffett, tinitingnan ko lang yung mga stocks na hawak niya and I place this in my watch list and then titingnan ko yan every day kung may possible position na ba, right, before I trade. So that's how I do my trading basically. Good evening, sir. Bago pa lang ako sa stock market. Question ko lang po, bakit nila kinukumpara yung dito Chemi sa ibang telco like Globe and PLDT? Because this is a very good question. Bakit nila kinukumpara si dito sa Globe at sa Globe at PLDT? It's because dito was really created to be a rival of the duopoly, di ba? So dito is basically created to be a rival of Globe and PLDT. And if you're a rival of Globe and PLDT, you have to be at their level also. That's why kinukumpara ngayon si dito with kay Globe at PLDT. That's why people are bullish with it kasi andyan yung government to back it up. Everything. And the anger of the Filipino people from Globe and PLDT. That's the reason why. Alright, so ayan. I hope may natutunan kayo sa topic. It's 7:40 already. Time check. We have 15 minutes to may 15 minutes tayo to what do you call this? Medyo unconventional yung tinuro ko sa inyo. I know na sana sa Pilipinas you have to do research, etc. Ganito, ganyan. But here in the international market, man, everything's transparent. Sobrang dami yung pwedeng gamitin na resources. That's why I love trading in the international market. It's much easier for me. If you've been following me before, I shared to you when I opened my positions. Isang beses lang and it's already for after 2 months already. And we are already gaining $2,330 after 2 months. Diba? So, and wala akong ganong tinitrade. I just opened these positions in 1 week. Right? 1 week kung tinabaho itong portfolio ko. And it's already paying me dividends. Dalawa lang ang red. Okay. This is why I love international market, man. Pwede po ba partial take profit sa copy trading? Yes po. What you can do is like here, click on this gear button and then pwede kayong maglagay ng mag-remove funds. Click on remove funds. Magkano ang tatanggalin nyo? Maximum amount to remove is $33. So yeah, pwede po dyan. Okay? Sir, nagsisimula kayo, mga ilang months po kayo bago naging profitable? Took me around a year and a half, almost 2 years, right? To be really profitable and understand the market. Ang hirap nung nagsimula ako kasi walang stocks ed, walang financial freedom 101, walang tulad ko na nagtuturo for free. Meron mga nagtuturo dati pero sobrang mahal. So, kapa talaga sa dilim when I started. Ang early ng daily grind na. Possible entry point po kayo dito as of the moment when it breaks out 17, right? 17 dito right now is at 17 dito right now is at 1710. If it breaks out 1730 and then with good volume, I would say that's the next best entry for dito. Or if it pulls back, right? Dalawa lang na scenario eh, mag-breakout siya or mag-pull back, mag-correction. So there's a trend line right here. Follow the trend, follow this trend line. That is gonna be your entry point for dito. Okay? So let's go to the charting. Let's spend the rest of the time. Hopefully may natutunan kayo. It's not easy to be a trader, right? You have to spend time researching. Pero hopefully, yung tinuro ko sa inyo, makat pa yung oras nyo in researching. Tamad style yung tinuro ko sa inyo. Okay? APL. Let's go for APL. We talked about APL before. There was a possible support here, and this breakout right here was the entry point. So, nagpo-pull back na sa APL ngayon. Next bounce will be a good entry for APL. So, abangan nyo na ito. OCGN, International Market. Very, very ano rin to eh. Very hot rin ngayon sa OCGN. So, this pullback is what you're waiting for. Sa mga gustong maghabol kay OCGN, this is a healthy pullback. Let it pull back, and then the next green will be your test point. Right? May support dito at around 11. So, that will be your support. It's gonna be very volatile. So, pahirapan pagpasok dyan. But at least meron kayong support dyan. So, higher the position, the higher your risk is. That's what you get for going after stocks. Okay? Mas malaki-laki ang stop loss nyo dyan. OCGN, OGI. Si OGI naman, or Organigram Holdings. I'm not really sure about that, no, about the fundamentals of these companies, okay? Uy, ganda nito, Organigram, ha? Tingnan nyo nga to, right? This is what I've been teaching you most of the time, right? Ito, kung nalagay nyo lang to sa watchlist nyo si OGI, okay? Look at this right here. Sideways ang support niya, but RSI is already going up. Okay? So, sobrang ganda sana nito if napasok niyo si OG dito sa baba. Position Trading 101, yun yung gusto ko ituturo talaga sa mga newbies. This is how I found 𝑇𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖. Right? Tingnan nyo po si 𝑇𝑟𝑎𝑑𝑖. TL. Alright. Right. Same setup right here. Good company. Just nag-sideways. RSI. Look at the RSI divergence right here. I've been teaching you these technical analysis for a long time. So hopefully nahuli niyo yan. Same with OGI, hopefully nahuli niyo rin yun doon. But anyways, ang current position ni OGI is already very high. Wait for it to do a pullback and then bounce, and then that is where you enter OGI. So mga gusto maghabol dyan, right? Expect very challenging entries right there, man. So, yeah, uy, si Palantir, nag-bounce MA20. Go guys, go. Right, I've been teaching you about MA20 quite a lot with the Bollinger Bands, okay? And there's the buy signal. We already talked about this yesterday. Was it yesterday? Nag-go na si Palantir, and there it is, Palantir na green na. So that should be your signal. And use your MA20 as your support. I cannot guarantee you na aakyat pa siya, but the very least, very low risk yung position niya ngayon. Palantir, I would say that's a buy. PLUGG, right? Is it Plug Power? Plug Power, challenging to There's a resistance right here. Let's break out na lang. I think nauntog na yan. Right? Sobrang taas na kasi na plug. Okay, next one kay plug is AVAV. May AVAV ba? Yan. 𝐴𝑈𝑆. Hindi ko kilala yung mga stocks na to, so this is just purely technical analysis what we are going to be talking about. Same position with Palantir, MA20 bounces. So let it pull back and bounce. Ngayon, medyo mataas na siya. So naiwan na kayo dito. This was the entry point. Ito yung airport dito. Naiwan na kayo dyan, nakalipad na yan. So huwag nyo na po habulin yan. Masasaktan lang kayo pag naghabol kayo. Biglang hugot mo sa Valentine's. Alright, GMA7. So local stocks, let's go local. GMA7. Time check, it's 7:45. We have 10 minutes more. GMA7, masyadong mataas pa. Let it pull back and bounce before you want to enter GMA7. But congratulations sa mga pumasok kay GMA7. Nung breakout na ito, ganda, galing. Right? Next is IDC. Medyo dehydrated ako Yan. Gatorade, not a sponsor, pero baka naman. Baka bilan ako ng bagong microphone ni ni Gatorade. Oh yeah. Baka mag-donate. Alright, let's go to the YouTube muna. Any message sir about Bitcoin po? Bitcoin, we basically talked about Bitcoin before. We were able to call out Bitcoin at this support right here. That was the best entry point, and so far so good, right? We talked about this Bitcoin pullback right here and the support right here. We called it on a breakout, and Bitcoin is already very high right now. Best entry for Bitcoin is going to be a pullback and bounce, but man, it's going to be very challenging already. I don't like Bitcoin at these levels right here, but in the end, it's bullish, man. Right? You have to respect the charts. So yeah. Alright, sige, let's continue. Addison, good evening, Sir Lloyd from Addison C. 𝐿𝑚 62 Idol, hindi na kita ng copy trade sa 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Bakit po? I stopped letting people copy me for the meantime last year because medyo na busy and I was really afraid of the markets. So yeah, XRP sir, I'm not really a crypto guru, but man, yeah. Sir, meron po bang copy trade na day traders? Hindi po pwede ma-copy trade ang day traders because if you're gonna be opening and closing what do you call this, a position very fast, usually nagle-leverage ka to make it really worth it with the taxes, etc. So if that's the case, then your risk score is going to be very high, and 𝑒𝑇ORRO wants to protect their investors. Okay, if you're very high risk, investors won't understand the movement of a day trader's portfolio, man. It's gonna be very hard. So, hindi po nila pwedeng ipakopya yun. Coach, medyo tumaba ka. Ganun ba? Okay lang, basta tumaba ka. Basta pumogi rin. This is from Jerome. Addison CCRBP. Sir, right. Sir, good evening. Salamat po free lessons mo. What do you think of now? Corporation as the fourth telco. I'm shaky, right? Why would you go for a fourth telco when there is a third telco already, diba? Basically, look at Converge. What is happening to Converge? Basically, you can consider Converge mas dito sa Cebu mas meron pang coverage yung Converge. I would say Converge is a better fourth telco than what do you call this? Than now. Okay? So I won't look at it as a fourth telco because it's gonna be biased for us. Okay? Look at it technically and fundamentally na lang. Okay? Converge, look at this. It's doing good. Mas malaki ang coverage kay Converge. Kung naghahanap kayo ng magandang telco na ma-investan, this is the one. Okay? So dito lang kayo instead. Sorry about the microphone hits. Okay, yun. Let's continue sa mga requests kanina. We still have time, 5 minutes more. Merong request dito for IDC. Eh, dinaanan ko lang yung mga nanonood sa YouTube, ha. We're simulcasting this in YouTube, by the way. Thank you so much for watching in YouTube also. Alright. Sa YouTube, maganda kasi pwede kayong mag-send ng donations. Alright. I need to buy a new microphone right now. So yeah, sana mag-ano sila Gatorade. Sila 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Mag-donate ng microphone. Anyways. Sige, let's continue. Si IDC, here we go. Maganda yung pinapakita ng support ni IDC, ah. May short-term support tayo dito. This is your entry point. Very thin line. 3 pesos is the support of IDC. Pwede po dyan pasukin, right? Test it out. Go aggressive at that area. Sideways naman yung galaw ni IDC overall. So, yeah, sideways trade. You have the resistance right there. So, dun nyo po ibenta. This is a good find. Pero, chupitan lang yan, ah. Hindi yan for maliit lang na amounts or MRC. Ooh, look at this. Similar position kay IDC. Short-term support right here and lumipad na. Nauna lumipad si MRC. This is the support right here. This is your entry point. If hindi ka makapasok dyan, let it pull back and bounce for your next entry for MRC. Next kay MRC is Cyber. Alright. Sideways trend for Cyber. We've covered this before. Sideways support and resistance. This is the best entry point for Cyber. Nag-pull back siya and bounce, right? This is good already. Magkano ba yung akyat ni Cyber kanina? 2.86%. I'd say yeah. Test out Cyber, man. Your secondary support is right here, very near. And dito pa yung resistance niya. So sideways trade for Cyber. Good find right there. Ano si VXRT hindi ko mahanap eh. I'm not sure what this is. BSC. So I'm just gonna skip that. Let's go to BSC. Very challenging yung position ni BSC, right? There is So resistance right here kay BSC. Alright, I would say let it break out from this resistance 1.27, 1.28 na resistance niya. No, dito. 1.32 na resistance niya. Let it break out from there before we can say yes, nagbo-bullish na si BSC. Medyo challenging yung position niya. Ani naman, si Ani. Okay, Ani still on a downtrend, but man, Ani is already starting to hit the bottoms. Ha? Abangan nyo na to si Ani. Right? Maganda na yung ano niya. Maganda na yung RSI niya. So anytime soon, baka mag-support na to si Ani. I want Ani to create a support, and that is gonna be your entry point. Position trading, this is a very good find, man. Lagay nyo to sa watchlist nyo, si Ani. 𝐿HC. 𝐿HC. Wait, si 𝐿HC, natapos niya yung downtrend niya. Nagpa-flag pattern dito si 𝐿HC. Mukhang okay si 𝐿HC. Pag nag-breakout ito sa pattern niya, try to test it out. Pero ang ayaw ko sa kay 𝐿HC is medyo nakalipad na kasi ito eh. Marami kasing nasa baba pa ngayon na position. So I really like position trades as for you guys to start with. But this one is may magandang position naman dito pag nag-breakout yan sa pattern niya. That's gonna be an entry for 𝐿HC, ATN. Bilisan ko lang to guys kasi it's already 7:52. ATN, let it break out from the triangle if you really want to get into ATN, right? Before you pumasok, let it break out. That's gonna be a signal for ATN. WPI. So far, I don't know what this spike was. I don't know what caused this spike, but regardless, if ever wala yung spike na yan, it's on a downtrend, man. So it's gonna be very challenging for Waterfront. Overall downtrend siya. If it breaks its downtrend line, then I would say yes. Downtrend eh. RRHI. Ito RRHI. Robinson's dito. Uy, ganda ng support niya. There's a very big buying. There's a huge volume. I don't know what this volume was. Right? Pero laki na selling ng net foreign selling. I don't know what the volume was, okay? But this might be something. Please research. Hindi ko alam. Not updated with RRHI. Chat, alam nyo ba anong nag-cause ng volume ni RRHI kanina? Baka kasi lang eh. Share swap lang eh. But man, this is a double bottom right here. Medyo wala naman siyang signal sa RSI. It could be something, okay? Tingnan nyo po anong cause ng volume spike na yan. But overall, nonetheless, it's still at a support. You can test it out. I would say yes, test it out, man. I always respect supports, and that's a strong support right there. The volume could be something. Nakita nyo po, nasa-spike na yung volume niya. Buy RHI. This is a buy for me. Panoorin natin to in the next coming days. If ever hindi mali tayo, test buy pa lang naman to. Maliit lang muna ilagay nyo, Huwag mag-all in. Right? Kasi a trend is your friend. That's not an uptrend, man. Hindi nyo pa friend yan. So just put in a little amount, and then pag nag-uptrend na, nag-confirm na yung bias natin. Especially if it breaks this downtrend line, that's gonna where you will be buying more. CHP, last lang natin ngayon. CHP, mukhang downtrend pa sa CHP, guys. So tingnan natin kung mag-support sa CHP. Saka natin pasukin, nagpo-pullback siya ngayon. If it supports, if it's a support and bounces, then yeah, I would test that out. Overall, napakamura pa rin yung CHP. Okay? So, that's good. Pasensya na if hindi ko masasagot lahat. I really want to answer everyone, but this is all the time that I have for today. Hopefully, may natutunan kayo sa topic natin ngayon. Don't forget to subscribe and like our page dito sa StocksEd. If ever gusto nyo po ng free lessons from us, meron po kami sa stocksed.com. Check it out, right? Go to stocksed.com. Meron tayong free courses doon para maintindihan nyo po ang money markets, how the markets move. And there, meron tayong premium courses doon. Hindi naman siya kamahalan. We poured our hearts out for that, so that if you want to further your knowledge, you can get it. Use the code LBAZAR to get a discount, or if you can get it for free, right? How to get our premium courses for free? Create an eToro account. Join me in trading the international market. Create an eToro account using that link in the video description. Right? May link po dyan to create an eToro account. Please use that and then fund $200 once you funded si eToro na po ang mababayad ng courses ninyo. Right? So that's a bonus for you guys. That's it for today's episode. Bukas is gonna be copy trading Thursdays. So we're gonna create an update for you for copy trading. So abangan niyo po sa mga who are into copy trading there. Like me, I so love copy trading. So, usapan natin yun bukas. But for now, enjoy the rest of the evening. And as always, let's get rich together. Bye, everyone.